So once again, we're going to go into one of these logical reasoning drill sets. And so once you get to the lawhub.lsac.org, so that's LSAC.org, you'll click on the drill sets. We're going to take ourselves to drill set number 1. And we're going to take a look at the second question. And once again, you see the interface. You can see you can take these drill sets as much as you like. We'll once again go to question. And this time we've already taken a look at number 1, so we're going to just click ahead to number 2. And as we've talked about, it's going to be imperative that you engage with these highlighting tools. So the first thing with every question is going to be to identify what the task is. And in this case, we're being asked to most logically complete the book reviewer's final sentence. And it's important to note that there may be two potential question tasks here. We might be asked to identify a conclusion or something that must be, or we might have what is often considered a since strengthen, wherein you're being asked to find something that will strengthen a conclusion that immediately precedes whatever the blank is. So we'll just start reading the prompt at this point. The book reviewer states the author's aim is to show that Milio Vitola is one of the most underrated artists of the last century, but whereas he cites a wealth of negative assessments by other art historians, he does little to show that these assessments are wrong. And it must be confessed that the book's reproductions of Vitola's works reveal no artistic skill whatsoever. Thus, the author is. So we're highlighting the introduction to the conclusion, recognizing that at this point we are being asked to find what a logical conclusion or infer what a logical conclusion should be from the information in the paragraph, which is ultimately just a collection of facts. So we just need to find something that must be true. Now remember, you will keep your highlight tool selected as you move to the answer choices, because as we're working through the answer choices, we're going to want to highlight the short phrase or maybe even an individual word that makes the answer choice wrong and something that isn't going to logically follow 100% from the statements of the book reviewer. So, taking a look at question 2's first answer choice, we've got the author is not successful in fulfilling his intentions. So, if we look at that, we go, well, maybe because the intentions are what we had with the author's aim. Probably not going to go back into the paragraph and restate the author's aim, but we know that according to the reviewer, this book didn't necessarily accomplish what it set out to do. So I just highlight that piece and say, maybe this is the right answer. Is insufficiently aware of the works of his predecessors. Well, there's nothing about the predecessors, so I can eliminate that answer choice immediately. Then we've got unduly motivated by the desire to create controversy. Well, I don't know that there's any controversial statements in this book based on the paragraph alone, so we can eliminate that with the little eyeball mechanism as well. Then we've got likely to change readers' minds about the works of Vitola. Well, if the reviewer is basically saying that this author didn't do a good job writing the book about Vitola, being likely to change the reader's minds is probably a reversal of the facts. And furthermore, we don't really even talk about the reader. So I can hopefully eliminate that answer choice. And then we've got is unfair in his reporting of the views of others. Again, you might highlight unfair, you might highlight reporting of the views because there's none of this in the paragraph either. So we can eliminate that answer choice and we would pick choice A. As always, you can click on some answer hints, and tips and strategies so you can consider them as you work through the drill. And you can see it tells you to really only use the hints when you're truly stuck. So use them judiciously. Always try to answer it yourself. But then we just move on to the next question, and that will be our next video.